नाम श्रेष्ठम मनुमपि सचे पुत्रमत्तस्वरूप तस्याग्रजोरि परिं माथुरीं गोष्ठवाटिं राधा कुंडम गिरिवर्महो राधिका माधवासं प्राप्तो यस्य प्रथित कृपया श्री गुरुं तं नतोऽस्मि। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै राधये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो कातरया जुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया सर्वोऽभिनेदो तं सर्वभूतहृदयं भक्त्या विहीनाय अपराधरक्षये क्षिप्तास्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयीं त्वं शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं वृन्दे नमस्ते My millions of Dandot Pranam into the lotus feet of my Paramaradhatam Guru Pad Padmasila Bhakti Pragyan Kesava Swami Maharaj, and in the lotus feet of my Shiksha Guru, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. Only by their mercy, causeless mercy, I have come in Western countries, Eastern countries, and also in India, so many towns and cities, and preaching. And all are very carefully hearing my words, only their mercy. I know that I have no qualification at all. Their mercy is only causeless mercy is my wealth and everything. And that is why all are honoring me. And especially you know that my Paramaradhatam Srila Gurudev, who sprinkled his causeless mercy so much, he has written in our Jaiva Dharma and other books that I published by his order to please him. And also you know how my Shiksha Guru, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, used to love me. And he wrote me that your relation with me is transcendent. I don't know why and what he thought, that he took my hands in his hands and weeping with tear eyes, he requested me to help his all devotees that he has collected from all over the world. They are like monkeys. So I want that and request that you must help them. I remember his words as if he is telling me today. So only to please him, to obey my Gurudeva and him. In the line of Srila Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, up to Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur and Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami. I want to give something like a gift to you all, that your life should be successful forever. I want to inspire you by their words. You should know that I have not come for any wealth, reputation or anything. Only to please them. Only to please them. That I should inspire the devotees, those who feel so much weak, and so many giving up Hari Bhajan, the line of Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj too. So weak becoming. And for that purpose I have come. So this should be godless merciful to me, to you all, that you should be inspired. You should inspire. Try to go deeply in his books, everything he has written, give him, everything. And remnant, we are trying to give whole world. And we know that by this only following, you can be happy in this world. Not by what Sriman Padmanabh Maharaj told very frankly and clearly everything. So, I want to also, what can I glorify them? Especially Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. A person who is not transcendental, inspired by Krishna or Mahaprabhu, he cannot do all these miracles that in a couple of years he made very kranti, revolution. Like. He established so many Christian centers. Where? Amongst oceans, on hills, in forests, Saranagati and so many. He brought so many teenage girls and young. At that time, they never thought that we will be householders. Never. They were totally engaged, fully engaged in his service. He was so attractive that he engaged all, top to bottom. All they are inspired. But now some are like dooming. Dooming. We like they become weak. So, I have come to remind you, remember, that you should remember that days and be like that. Also help me. Help me also in this way. I want to tell that so quickly he established so many teaching centers, especially his glorious work is that he published so many authentic books, so many, that a general man cannot give it, if he is not like transcendental mode. Also, in all the prominent languages of whole universe, his books were translated. And by that, very soon a revolution came. Everywhere, we can find, so many his disciples. There is no country left where his disciples are not there. Everywhere. I think that is new one, those who are coming by there, his influence all are coming. Especially when I tell that, I am in the line of Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, your Prabhupada, and he has sprinkled his mercy. Then all are attracted, otherwise not. Anyone will not give me any importance. Only by his name, what I am doing. So, I want to tell you that we should know that what he wanted to preach, what Rupa Goswami wanted to preach, Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutava Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati. But that was Manobhishta of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is Krishna Das Kaviraj Srila Rupa Goswami himself told, Anarpit Charing Shirat Karunya Shamarpaitum Unnata Jvalasam Svabhakti Hari Kapura Sundar Tudi Kadamba Sandi Sadari Kandari Spurutvi. This is our main object of our life. This is the essence of all the teaching that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to distribute, his causeless mercy, that you should serve Radha and Krishna conjugal in the line of gopis. There is nothing beyond this. Nothing and nothing. So, our prayojan means ultimate goal, to serve Radha Krishna conjugal, what the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed to Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami revealed in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and especially in Bhakti Ujjwal Neeman and other his books. This is our aim and object of our life. But how we can do? How we can do? Rupa Goswami will not come to you and tell. Any Goswami will not come. Oh. Swamiji came mercifully. Anyone never called him, never gave any invitation, not a single pipe that you should come, no help. But even he came. But because he was sent by himself Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nityananda. And he tried. But in the end he was repenting. I could not do so much. Still so weak, so much. On his time, so many made some disobedience to him. So he was very for this, all these things. And after his departure, you know everything. He wanted to tell you what is bhakti. Then you can follow Rupa Goswami, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Ujjwal Mani, or his other books, Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Goswami. After that, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and others, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Baldev Vidyabhushan, especially in Iron Age, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So all these are. What is that bhakti? We want to discuss about all these things. अन्नाभिलाषिता शून्यम ज्ञान कर्माद्यानावृतम अनुकूलेन कृष्णानुशीलनम भक्ति. By all our senses, activities of all our senses. Beyond this, by mood, by bhav, without any interruption, flow continuous like honey coming. In the guidance of a realized devotees are Gurudev. Mostly, nobody desires giving up all the desires, even for Vaikuntha and Ajodhya and everything. Even Rupa Goswami told, even Santa Dasya, even doing pranam to Sakhya and Bhattal and Sakhi Bhav, doing pranam. What we want to achieve? Sirup Manjari Mukha Tad Dasika Sansaya. That we want. The aim and object of Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati and Srila Prabhupada or Gurudev was not that only to preach Kirtan. Why they introduced this Kirtan? By means of this, any low class of devotee may come and one day understand, what is love and affection. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, 3rd and 4th, first chapter, what has been told? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never came to Kirtan and all Yuga Dharma preaching. He came only for 2 reasons, prominent and secondary. Radhaya Pranay Mahima. To taste that high class of love and to Rag Marga Bhakti, that are honored picture in Shira. They moved up the Rup Manjari and others. But he tried, but he tried, he had to cut the jungles of all the things, unwanted things, Mayabad, Istri Sangi, Sajiya, Sakhi, Beki and all other things. Whole life he has to do. Again coming, cutting, again coming. So his main object was to give this. So you should know what is that bhakti. Realize that in whole life you should not be weak. Always inspired and developing your Krishna bhakti. For this you will have to know so many things. So many things. After lakhs and lakhs, but Sukriti, I think that you know of Sukriti. Sukriti. Some Shraddha comes. Before that you will see Sukadeva Goswami, Narada Goswami, even no Shraddha, then you will not know that who is he. You cannot have honor to their words. So first, Shraddha will come. How it will come? By millions of lives, so much Sukriti, and then a Shraddha will come. What Shraddha? Transcendental. Some things that Shraddha is very easy, but that Shraddha is laukiki, material. Not real or transcendental Shraddha. If once a transcendental Shraddha come, then what will be? He will swiftly go, advancing and advancing. So what is that Shraddha? Shraddha sabde Vishwas kahe, Sudhirnasya, like Prahlad Maharaj, Haridas Thakur, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. I may be dead. Anyone will cut me into pieces. But I cannot give up chanting name and his bhakti. So peace, honor will come. Honor for the words of epics, honor for the words of Krishna, the honor for the words of devotees and Gurudev. Then this is called Sabdha, otherwise not Sabdha. Doing pranam, and when he went away, this was very wicked person. So this is not Sabdha. We will try to discuss all these things. What is Sabdha? And then what is Nishtha? What are Anartha? How to get rid of all these Anarthas? And then Nishtha. What is Nishtha? And then Ruchi. What is taste? Ruchi. If Ruchi comes, no fear. No fear. We will go straight. 1 point. Only fear. Up to this taste, Ruchi, our time is very critical. In this critical time, when they have left everything to do bhajan, and they have not realized anything, no taste in chanting, hearing Harikatha, in Vaishnava Seva, in other Seva. Very critical. I know that in this time, black devotees of Swamiji left. They became quite opposed. They became nasty, atheist. Now they are criticizing their Gurudevan too. He was not Guru. So we want that. You should know all these things and realize. After that you should know what is Asakti, attachment to Krishna, attachment to your bhajan. And after that mood will come Shuddha Sattva. What is Bhav? What is Shuddha Sattva? We should try to realize in this human life. And after that will come Prem, Sneh, Man, Pranay, Rag, Anurag, Bhav, Mahabhav, Rudha, Adhirudha, then Mohan, Modan, and in the last, the special mood of Radhika will come. When you will know all these things, then you will be one-pointed Dasi of Radhika. And that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to give you. So I want to discuss and touch all these points in 3 days, but so those who are hungry for this, they may come to desert. Maharaj wants that it should be finished. He is very hungry. I cannot disobey him. He is my personal doctor, advisor, my commander-in-chief. Any Kirtan. Yes. Better you should come nearby. Radha Rama
Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai.
It's so high that rare in this world are to realize all these things. But even the last fraction of bhakti, that is Shraddha, we should begin from Shraddha. So what is Shraddha and how it comes and what is the effect of Shraddha, we should know. And try to keep it in our heart and to follow. So first, Sriman Bhaktivedanta Arand Maharaj will speak on this subject and he will begin.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanaslakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Srila Gurudev ordered me to speak a few words about the subject of Shraddha. Our aim is to attain praying prayojan. This is our aim and objective. Yet, it cannot be attained all at once. First of all, the first attainment is that of Shraddha, which is the tiniest, most minute, indivisible unit of that highest praying. What is Shraddha? What are the symptoms of Shraddha? How it comes, all of these things have been described very, very specifically in the Shastras. First of all, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Pad, he explained, Shraddha Shuddhe Vishwas ko hai, Sudhidanaschai, Krishna Bhakti Kaila Sarva Karma Krita hai. Shraddha has been called the unwavering conviction that simply by engaging in the angas of bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Atmavanam, Dasam Sakam, Atmanivedanam, simply by performing these things, every other type of obligation, every other type of responsibility has been completely performed. There's nothing else to do. When a person is convinced that his only obligation, his only duty in life is the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Parabrahma, Paratattva, the Supreme Absolute Truth, and that the service of all those things which are not the Absolute Truth should be given up, then this is called Shraddha, faith. In Amnai Sutra, there Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also defined faith. He said, Shraddha Tananyo Varjam Bhaktya Unmukhi Chitta Vritti Vishesh. Chitta Vritti Vishesh. Shraddha or faith means that very special disposition of the heart which remains forever inclined towards acts of loving service. The heart is always inclined, has that disposition to serve Krishna at every moment. And Anyo Varjam, to leave behind all types of karma, activities which are performed for the sake of getting some remuneration, motivating activities. And Gyan, the performance of activities or the cultivation of knowledge and philosophy with the aim and object of becoming freed from the miseries of this world and freed from the cycle of birth and death, mukti. And activities such as the performance of yoga for the accumulation of siddhi, mystic powers, the performance of activities for elevation to heavenly planets. All these types of activities, karma, jnana, yoga, all are completely discarded because the heart is specifically inclined only towards acts of loving service. It's called Shraddha. When this Shraddha is present in the heart, in the next sutra, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains, Sa cha Sharnapati Lakshanam. The symptom of a person in whose heart this Shraddha has appeared. They have an outer symptom that is called Sharnapati or Sharnagati. They have unconditional surrender. Anukulyasya sankalpa partikulyasya vibharjanam rakshishati vishwaso goptitva iparanam tata atmanikshepana karpanye sadvida Sharnagati. If this faith has come, then they are very careful to protect it. Because it's such a valuable thing. Just as we see when the devotees come to India, they're always worried. Where's my passport? Is it still there? My traveler's checks. They're checking. They want to look after these things very carefully. So if someone has Shraddha, really, then they take care of it. How? Anukulyasya sankalpa. They have a very firm vow to accept everything in their life which is favorable for progress in devotional service. Partikulyasya vibharjanam. And unequivocally, without looking back, they walk away from everything which may be detrimental to the development of pure devotional service. And rakshishati vishvaso bhuktitve varnam tata. They're not afraid of what will happen to them in the future. Who will maintain me when I grow old? These kinds of thoughts and feelings, they don't come. Why? Krishna is my maintainer. Goptitve varnam tata. He will maintain me. Rakshishati vishvaso. And if there's any danger, if any very life-threatening calamity will approach them, then what will they do? Take out their gun. No. Only one thing. They pray to Krishna. Why? Because Krishna will always protect me. If Krishna wants to protect me, no one can harm me. If someone wants to harm me, Krishna wants to harm me. And no one can protect me. So, no fear at all. And Atmanikshepana karpanye. They have no independent self-interest. Their life of 24 hours a day is only meant for the service of Krishna. They have no other agenda. They have no other activities, no other schedule or ambitions outside of the ambition to serve Guru, Hariguru and Vaishnavas. This is called Atmanikshepana. To give up the mood of independence. And Karpanye means humility. They are very humble. They give respect to others. And this humility is also characterized by the feeling, I have not understood Siddhanta. I don't know the Shastra. I am bereft of a clear knowledge. And another aspect of humility, because of my wicked activities of the past, I am bereft of the association of sadhus. Eheno durjana sadjana varjita. I am bereft of the association of qualified devotees, the near and dear family members of Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, when a person has this Shraddha in his heart, then it will be characterized outwardly by their surrender. And the internal characteristic of that Shraddha, the internal aspect, that is called Bhakti Lata Bij, the seed of devotion. Its internal characteristic is Krishna Seva Vasana, the desire to serve Krishna. How does it come? Brahmanda Brahmete Kon Bhagavan Ji Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. The seed of the creeper of the devotion comes when a living entity has been wandering throughout the universe in many, many lifetimes. Sometimes, by accident, he may honor some Mahaprasadam. By accident, he may do parikrama in a holy place or fast on Ekadasi. There are many examples given in Shastra. And knowingly or unknowingly, he accumulates sukriti, some pious credits. And when this sukriti reaches a critical mass, the result of this sukriti is that he comes face to face with the Sakshat Haritvena Samasta Shastre Uktastata Bhavyata Evasadvi Kintu Prabhoya priya eva tasya vande guru sri charanarvindam. He comes face to face with Sakshat Hari, that personality who is 100% engaged in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is a complete and perfect instrument in the hands of the Lord, who is a transparent via medium, who can completely and perfectly represent the conception of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the acharyas. He meets that person, and by the influence of that person, Guru Krishna Prasadi Bhai Bhakti Lata Beach, by associating with him, Bhaktistu Bhagavat Sangha, Bhaktistu Bhagavat Bhakta Sangena Parijayate. The only cause of the awakening of bhakti in its most rudimentary form, in the form of Shraddha, is the association of the devotee. Dadati pratigrinati guimakati prityati bhumte bhojayate chaiva sadhida priti lakshanam. He has sadhu sangha. What is this sadhu sangha? Not an ordinary thing. First of all, sadhu. Sadnoti sadhayati cha Krishna prem iti sadhu. Sadhu is that person. He is related to Sat Vastu, the eternal supreme reality, Sri Krishna. Kintu Prabhoya Priya Evatasya, very near and intimate associate of Krishna. And Sadhu is that person who themselves, they're deeply absorbed in their sadhana bhajan. And by their instructions, they adjust our life so that we can also understand what is the actual line of pure sadhana, so that we can come in contact with the very live and invigorating currents of Braja Prem. That person is called sadhu. And what is sangha? Samyak rupain anugaman. Samyak rupain, to completely follow. When we have the chance to come in contact with such a high class of pure devotee, then that person, he tries to surrender himself there unconditionally and follow externally by his activities, and internally by having rendered service and praying to Guru, that the internal moods of Guru will gradually begin to manifest within his heart. So by this sadhu sangha, faith is acquired, and this faith gradually begins to grow. Actually, Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhu, Sangatha Bhajana Kriya, Tato Naatani Vishishat, Tata Nishta Ruchis, Tata Asat Aktasaktis, Tata Bhava, Prema Vyudantiti, Sadakanamayam Prema, Padubhave Bhavat Kramaha. From the stage of Shraddha, up to Prem, and up to Snehaman Pranaya, up to Mahabhav. All of this is one substance only. It's only one substance. What is this? This is the vritti, or the function, the activity of Krishna's internal potency, Samvit Shakti and Hadini Shakti. It is one substance. So the living entity who receives this Shraddha, this faith, is very fortunate. Because if he'll take care of it very carefully, how? By following the orders of Guru and Vaishnava, and also by keeping a fence around his newly sprouting kripa in the form of good association. If he'll not make a fence around this sprouting kripa, then he'll get bad association. And in the association of those who have no inclination towards Shuddha Bhakti, completely pure and unmixed Bhakti, there will be a barrage of aparad, so many offenses. And it will come like the Hatimata, a mad elephant, and completely smash, destroy, uproot everything before it even begun. Therefore, those who have Shraddha, they try to protect it. This Shraddha is of two types. If a person has some faith, they have some faith in God and think, I want to serve Him, this is not the sign that this Shraddha is transcendental. It may be Lokik Shraddha, Lokik Shraddha. That means worldly conviction. It's coming from their mind. There are so many people in this world who have faith in something. Some people have faith in money, but this is not Shraddha. So some people also have faith in Bhagavan, but this faith in God is not transcendental. It may be a mature kind of conviction coming from the mind and intelligence. What is the sign that it is transcendental? They have respect for Guru, but they also respect Vaishnava. In fact, when a living entity develops honor for all the paraphernalia of the Chinmaya Tattva, of the transcendental reality, at that time his faith is considered to be genuine. That is called Paramarthik Shraddha. Paramarthik Shraddha causes such a strong conviction that that person will become so determined, and they cannot be deviated from the path of progress. Like Prahlad Maharaj, his father tried to throw him from the top of mountains, throw him under the feet of stampeding elephants, give him poison, put him in fire, but he could not give up his hearing, chanting and remembering. Srila Haridas Thakur was brought before the Muslim king. He said, stop chanting this name of the Hindu god, otherwise there will be very severe repercussions for you. Srila Haridas Thakur replied, Kanda kanda hoye daya jai jari pran, tabu ami padanina chade harinam. Oh Your Majesty, you may cut my body into thousands of pieces and I may give up my pran, my life air. But one thing is for certain, that my tongue cannot give up the chanting of this name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Paramarthik Shraddha is like this. It has no fear or rivals in this material world. It causes the heart to be disposed very clearly towards the service of Krishna. But this Paramarthik Shraddha is also of two types. One type is Shastra Artha Avadarnimayi Shraddha, and the other type is called Bhagavat Leela Madhurya Lobamayi Shraddha. The first type, Shastrartha Avadarnimayi Shraddha, means that if a living entity coming into the association of devotees hears that, oh my dear brother, you are not this physical body, you are transcendental, you are Atma, the soul, you are eternal, and you are part and parcel of God. Because you have forgotten the Supreme Lord, therefore you are suffering in the endless chain of birth and death, sufferings and sorrows. Therefore, give up your sleepiness and engage yourself in the service of God, because this is your duty. Mamaivan so jivaloke jiva bhuta sanatana. You are part of God, and just as the hand being part of the body should serve the body, so the soul being part of God should serve the Lord. That person hears this katha and he thinks, yes, this is my real duty in life. I should serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead because I'm his part. And if I don't, I'll have to take birth again, I have to go to school again, I have to fall in love again, oh no. And he's afraid. He's afraid of this material existence. So on the one hand, it's his duty that he should serve God. So he does his duty. And on the other hand, he has some fear of the sufferings of this world. So he engages in bhakti. This type of faith, Shastra Artha Avadarnamaya Shastra, the faith which is based on some fear of the discipline, which is explained in the scriptures, this is the eligibility to begin the path of Vaidhi Bhakti, a regulative devotional service, which gradually grows and develops Nishta Ruchi Asakti Vaikuntha Bhav. It comes to the level of emotional attachment and loving sentiments for the Supreme Lord of Vaikuntha, the realm of opulence. On the other hand, if a living entity, by good fortune, somehow or other, wanders into the assembly, wherein there is a very Siddhantavit, Rasik, Braja Rasik, Rupanuga Vaishnava, who is, Krishna Bhakti Rasa, comes and begins to pervade their minds. They become obsessed. Ragatmikaika Nishtaye, Brajavasi Janadishu, Tesam Bhava Pite Lobda. Tatradi Bhavat Tatradi Karavan, Srila Rupa Goswami Pad said, hearing about the Brijvasis, how the friends of Krishna, they can wrestle with him, how they can give him their own remnants, or hearing how Madhya Yashoda feeds Krishna her breast milk, how she can chastise him and twist his ear, or hearing how the gopis of Vrindavan, how they please Krishna by all of their loving services, by singing and dancing in so many ways. Then that person, a feeling comes in his heart, an obsession. I want to love Krishna like the Brijvasis, particularly one or another. They may be attracted to serve Krishna like his friends, or like his parents, or especially like the gopis of Vrindavan, when this obsession enters his heart, when this greed to become like them comes into his heart, this is called Bhagavad Lila Madhurya Lobamayi Shraddha, the faith which is based exclusively on greed. Now this person is hearing, chanting and remembering not out of fear, and not because he thinks you have to take birth repeatedly in this world, but the impetus which initiates all of his devotional activities is simply a greed to love Krishna in the way that the residents of Vrindavan love him. So this type of Shraddha, this faith, is the eligibility to begin the path of Raganuga Bhakti, for which Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in this world. Prema rasa nirjas karite asudan, Ragamarga Bhakti loke karite pracharan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here to taste the prem, the loving sentiments of Srimati Radhika, from her point of view, how she loves him. And for the sake of the world, he wanted to distribute Ragamarga Bhakti, the path of Raganuga Bhakti. So that path, it begins with the initial appearance of Lobamayi Shraddha, faith based on greed, within the heart of the living entity. And it may come in the heart of anyone. Be careful. It may come in the heart of anyone at any moment. You cannot control it. It is quite independent. So I think that those who have come assembled here in the Furama Hotel, they have some sukriti. They must have so much sukriti because on the way they're asking Furama, Furama, Rama, Rama, Rama. So they chanted so much Namabas, and eventually they came to this place, and sitting at the lotus feet of Paramarajatam Guru Pada Padma, Vishnu Pada Stotra Satsa Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, who really is such a Vaishnava, Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavitamati, Kriyatam Yati Kutopi Lavyate, Rupa Goswami Padyavali, and Srila Prabhupada actually, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he said, I've called my society ISKCON, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And this phrase, Krishna Consciousness, I took from this particular verse of Padyavali, the International Society for Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavitamati. It is a society for that. So then the verse goes on to explain that Kritam Yadi Kutopi Labyate. If such a faith, if such a greed is available in any place, then what should you do? Go there without delay. Kutopi, that means anywhere. If such a greed to serve lotus feet of Radha and Krishna is available anywhere, then without any caste or creed, without any denomination, without any institutional or constitutional considerations, at once go to that place, sit there and hear that Harikatha. And then there's a very good chance that if one will hear with honor, then such a greed, which is so rare and so valuable, will enter into the core of one's heart.
Vishakha and Sudevi, where they are? They not? Why?
She's preparing for your arrival.
Then you should prepare them to do.